Hello and welcome. My name is Danielle, and today I'm going to talk to you about our new genetic product, which we're all really excited about, and that is our cold cream mousse. So what we're going to discuss today is who the product's for, how we use it, how we incorporate it into our existing home care, and how we use it with our salon treatments as well. I'm going to go through some of the active ingredients in there as well for you. So let's start with cold cream mousse. So the cold cream mousse, it comes in a 50 ml in retail, and it will also come in a salon size as well. So what's different with this and what's so exciting about it is a light mousse texture. So normally we're used to these creamy, thick textures. This one here has got a really fluffy texture to it. So it's very, very nice and exciting to use, and it feels beautiful on the skin. So who are we going to look at retailing this to? So the cold cream mousse is for skins with any symptoms of redness, any inflammation on the skin. It's very, very comforting and shielding on the skin. A client that's prone to reactivity or sensitivity on the skin, fantastic on rosacea, eczema skins, and specifically for clients that have got a compromised skin barrier. And we're going to be looking at the skin barrier and how that is going to work in conjunction with strengthening the skin barrier, this cold cream mousse. So what is the name of it? So we're looking at cold cream mousse. Interesting name. So why have the French genetic company decided to call this cold cream mousse? So cold cream, the history of cold cream. Now, many women grew up watching their mothers and grandmothers apply a cold cream at night to refresh their skin. Now, I remember my mum and my grandmother using Pond's cold cream. So if we look over here, cold cream, what is it? Cold cream is an emulsion of water and an oil most typically used to cleanse the skin, moisturize the skin, or remove makeup. So the term cold cream was invented by the Greek physician Claudius Gallian in the 2nd century. What he did is he mixed water, beeswax, and olive oil to create the first cold cream. Now, this is not at all the texture of this, but that is the inspiration for the name. So the name is cold cream, and then we have this mousse texture. So cold cream has had a modern resurgence for good reason. It's hydration and skin barrier effect, and we're going to look at the mousse activity of this product as well. So again, who is cold cream mousse for? It's suitable for fragile skins with atopic tendencies, so eczema, your dermatitis, clients suffering from intense dryness or irritation, any redness, itching, or flaking on the skin where you're seeing the damage to that barrier. So clients with a damaged or compromised skin barrier. It's for clients looking to strengthen and repair their skin after resurfacing or rejuvenating salon treatments where the skin needs to be healed and protected. So if you're finding that you're getting a client coming in, they've had treatments on the skin and the skin barrier is very compromised, very sensitive, they're getting itchiness, roughness and texture to the skin, redness to the skin, this is a perfect product for those clients. So clients with an inflamed acne skin will also benefit from its soothing action and lightweight feel. They're often very dehydrated, these acne clients, they're losing a lot of moisture and the barrier is compromised. So this also can be used in colder months to act as a shield against harsh weather conditions. It's also for those clients wishing to preserve and protect the skin barrier and prevent irritation from presenting. So who's the cold cream mousse not for? It's really suitable for absolutely everybody. Everyone's going to benefit from using this because everyone's skin barrier needs to be strong and intact. And this is what this product is doing. It's strengthening that skin barrier. So let's have a look at what skin barrier is. There's a lot of talk about skin barrier, but let's just go through exactly what we're talking about when we mention a skin barrier and having a healthy skin barrier. What do we mean by that? So what is a skin barrier? It can be split into two primary functions. It's designed to help keep water in and support the skin's essential functions alongside cell communication. So we want to shield and keep that moisture in. It's also a shield to protect the skin and keep harmful pathogens out. So this picture here, so when we're looking at the skin barrier, we're talking about different layers of the skin barrier, and the microbiome is what we're going to talk about first. So the microbiome, sometimes referred to as the skin flora. When I did my training, that's what we used to call it, it was the skin flora. It's a complex ecosystem of thousands of microorganisms with over 1,000 different types of bacteria and up to 80 different types of fungi. Among other things, the microbiome guards you against potential pathogens that could affect your skin. This in turn helps to protect your immune system. The skin barrier, acid mantle, and microbiome work together in harmony to make up your first line of defense against environment. Now we're learning more and more about how important this microbiome is and protecting that and keeping that intact. But that is the first line of our skin barrier, is our microbiome. So moving on, next we're looking at underneath there, we've got our acid mantle. So what is that acid mantle? This refers to the hydrolipidic film on the surface of the skin. It's made up of water, hence the hydro part. Sweat and sebum are also in that, so that's the lipidic part, the hydrolipidic film. The mantle is comprised of secretions from our sweat glands and sebaceous glands. Our sweat delivers the amino acids and lactic acids, while our sebaceous glands secrete sebum or fatty acids, or what people often refer to as natural oils. As indicated by its name, the ideal balance of our acid mantle is slightly acidic, around a pH 4.5 to 5.5 in a healthy skin. The microbiome is dependent on our acid mantle's pH being slightly acidic to inhibit the growth of acne-related bacteria. So looking back onto this microbiome, the two work in conjunction. We need a nice healthy pH and acid mantle for the microbiome to be healthy and intact as well. Without this ideal acidity, the microbiome and underlying lipid barrier, which we're going to discuss next, which retains the moisture, cannot thrive. So the lipid barrier, let's recap the lipid barrier. So we've got our microbiome, our acid mantle, and then the lipid barrier. The barrier function refers to the stratum corneum layer of the skin, the outermost layer of that epidermis. So often we talk about this stratum corneum as the brick analogy. So the bricks are the corneocytes, those dried out non-living cells that are ready to shed off the skin. The mortar, the cement that holds those bricks together, is the intercellular matrix, which is comprised of the ceramides, the lipids that make up the skin barrier, such as our fatty acids, our phospholipids, like glycolipids, cholesterol in there, triglycerides, waxes, and steroids. All of that helps to keep that moisture in the skin and hold the skin's barrier and keep it nice and intact. This layer is also contains a protein called filaggrin, and that filaggrin helps to make natural moisturizing factors in the skin to keep that hydration there. So that's just a little recap of the skin barrier, and it's very, very important that all that works synergistically and it's all together to keep our skin protected, keeping out pathogens and keeping that moisture and hydration in the skin. So what happens when the skin becomes unhealthy and that barrier breaks? So if your skin barrier is damaged in any way, this brick and mortar wall will crumble and become uneven. This means the skin will in turn look damaged too, thick red, inflamed or flaky skin. The barrier will also be weaker, allowing environmental irritants and allergens to penetrate the deeper layers. So bacteria can get in, water can get out, free radicals can get in. The very damaged outer layer can have trouble repairing itself at all, leading to problems like pigmentation, premature aging, eczema, and dermatitis. Those are all conditions that you're going to see if somebody has an unhealthy or broken barrier on the skin. So let's look at the causes of an unhealthy skin barrier. So plants that smoke, plants that have a lack of sleep, which is a lot of us, stress, and again, that is a lot of people at the moment. They're finding that stress is really affecting the skin health. Nutrient light diet, so if we're not getting the correct nutrition into the body, pollution, wind, UV radiation, frequent overwashing, use of products that strip the skin barrier of its natural oils, overuse of exfoliating products and acids, use of harsh physical exfoliants, and some salon resurfacing treatments that are being offered, if they're done incorrectly, are really going to damage that skin barrier. So what signs are we going to see again on the skin? Chronic skin irritation, if we've got an unhealthy skin barrier, itchy skin, dehydrated skin, dull skins, we can get that pigmentation from the inflammation, skin infections, we've got a delay in wound healing, redness, rosacea, and eczema are all signs of an impaired or unhealthy skin barrier. So this product is also saying for ectopic skin conditions, just to clarify. So ectopic skin is a delicate, fragile type of skin, which is characterized by a weak skin barrier. So the skin appears extremely dry because we're losing all that moisture, irritated with red patches, and is very vulnerable to external aggressions. Atopic dermatitis, commonly known as eczema, is an inherited chronic inflammatory skin condition. And this product that we're talking about today, this cold cream mousse, is fantastic on those clients. So let's look again at our cold cream mousse. So cold cream mousse, when you open it up, I'm going to show you, but I'm not sure you'll see here. It has a very fluffy, light texture to it. When you use the product, it has a natural fragrance reminiscent of our Argini mask. Those of you that know GERnétic and our Argini mask, that's got the lily of the valley and sandalwood in it. And the clients love that Argini, and this fits in line with that to be reminiscent of it. The texture, as I said, is that mousse. So you've got small cushions of modified starch, which will whip with water to create a light, foamy souffle texture. So when we apply it, it'll transform from that mousse into a silky cream when we apply it to the skin. So some of our ingredients in here. I did training on Sensi Boost Ampule, our new ampule, and that has the same ingredient in here, our tomato peel polyphenol. So found in the peel of the tomato is a compound called nourishing choline. It's a compound found in the skin of tomatoes. This compound has a powerful effect against the mechanism of skin allergy and inflammation. So this is working directly on that inflammatory response and stopping the skin from becoming overly irritated and inflamed. So it reduces the release of pro-inflammatory cytokines, and therefore it will reduce blood flow and inflammation in the skin. This nourishing choline is a phytomolecule, reduces the persistent redness of sensitive skin and protects and comforts the skin. So when we apply our cold cream mousse, it's going to reduce that redness and inflammation. So the benefits: it visibly reduces redness in a sensitive skin, it protects and comforts stressed skin, it down-regulates pro-inflammatory mediators, it works to control the appearance and symptoms of rosacea and cuprose on the skin. We also have our beta-glucans in here, and these are also in the Sensi Boost ampule. So beta-glucans are a type of insoluble fiber found in the cell wall of many living organisms. We use a beta-glucan obtained through baker's yeast. Beta-glucan is an active ingredient that offers superior hydration and is perfect for skin that is dehydrated or suffering from a compromised barrier. It's going to work to calm those irritations while at the same time plumping fine lines and irritation. So the yeast beta-glucan inhibits free radicals, it improves wound healing, and it reduces that inflammation. It also has an immunity boosting action. As we age, our skin Langerhans cells, or those immune cells, slow down in activity. Beta-glucan helps stimulate the Langerhans cells to work at their maximum capacity and repair damage and strengthen a sensitive skin. Niacinamide. So our cold cream mousse also has a niacinamide in here. That is a form of vitamin B3. It will actually help to stimulate the production of ceramides in the skin that make up to 50% of the uppermost layer of the skin. So ceramides help to maintain the integrity of the skin barrier, helping to retain moisture in the skin. They also, due to its skin barrier boosting action, niacinamide makes skin less prone to inflammation, and there is also less chance of it becoming irritated by attack from the environment factors such as pollution and stress. So we're using that there to keep that inflammation down and again control that inflammatory response in the skin. This Brahm extract, this Brahm is a plant that has been used for centuries in traditional Ayurvedic medicine. It's also in the cold cream mousse. So with pollution, work and stress taking its toll on your skin, Brahm can serve as a remedy to these sensitive skin problems. So it's a herb used in Ayurvedic medicine. It has powerful healing properties that fortify and shield the skin from environmental damage and aid in cell regeneration. So it works to suppress again the pro-inflammatory cytokines, the molecules that stimulate that inflammatory response, again, shielding, protecting, and preventing an inflammatory response in the skin. Brahm is also known to reverse the side effects of stress in your skin and can effectively slow the aging process as well. Some of these beautiful oils that we have in this cold cream mousse. So we've got squalene. Squalene is part of our natural moisturizing factor. Squalene mimics your skin's natural oils. We're getting that from olive, and it makes it an excellent emollient for strengthening the skin barrier. So almond oil in here, rich in that omega-3, vitamins A and E. It's been used by ancient Chinese and Ayurvedic practices to treat skin conditions like eczema. So it's fantastic at nourishing that skin condition. Beeswax, which we use in our synchro, that forms a natural barrier on the skin surface, protecting the skin from environmental irritants and harsh weather. Sacha intior, this is this star-like seed here. It's derived from the seeds of a star-shaped mountain peanut from Peru. It is known to soothe and prevent inflammation and to promote softness and smoothness and suppleness. So all of these beautiful oils are also in this cold cream mousse in this beautiful light texture. Support ingredients, we've also got our amino acids. Being genetic, we're using those amino acids to strengthen and improve skin function. Leucine, lysine, threonine, methionine are in there. We've also got our vitamins, biotin, our vitamin A, E, and C in there to have an antioxidant and protective action. So you can see we've got some incredible ingredients in there working synergistically to strengthen that skin barrier, prevent inflammation, calm redness and irritation. So talking again about this mousse texture, so what they use is a polysaccharide starch, which is known as maki mousse. So it gives this cream a unique bulky texture, and I wish you could see when you get to try this, you're just going to love it. It has a high volume, so it's a bulky mousse. It's texturizing and suspending agent used in there to absorb and release water to create this light, fluffy texture. This is light on application and then turns into a rich, creamy texture, leaving a matte finish and gives the skin that protective shield. So application, we would take our cold cream mousse, about the size of a baby pea, and then we warm that between our fingertips, and then we can massage that over the skin. So to use at home, how are we going to incorporate this for a client at home? So AM, to maintain and strengthen the barrier. You prepare your skin with your usual cleansing routine. So if we're just looking to maintain and strengthen the barrier, we could use our glycofibro. The cold cream mousse can then be applied over a treatment cream if you're using one. So you could use, for example, your GERnétic or your Vital Transfer, and then apply the cold cream mousse. If you wanted to apply it over synchro cream as well, you can, and that leaves a beautiful matte finish on the skin. But you can use cold cream mousse daily on its own if you wish. Cold cream mousse can be applied over any combination of genetic products, day and night. But if you're using it during the day, I would apply SPF over it as well. It should be the last product applied. So excluding your SPF, you can layer your genetic products, apply your cold cream mousse, and then put your SPF during the day and not at night, obviously. If you're treating sensitivity, for example, eczema and rosacea, for sensitive skin, we recommend for cleanser, use your Demaquillon de Sur for really sensitive skins. The Sensi Booster Ampule is fantastic for that rosacea, eczema skin. Then Vasco to take the improve the circulation. Then you can use your synchro during the day. If you want to follow with Cytobi during the day, you can, but I'm suggesting synchro during the day, followed with cold cream mousse, and then Cytobi and synchro at night with the cold cream mousse over the top of it. If you're treating a sensitive skin, it is recommended that you introduce that Argini mask to be used weekly as well. So look at a salon treatment. I've just created an example here, and this is for a rosacea sensitive skin type, just an idea of a treatment that we could create to calm that irritation and strengthen the skin of a rosacea skin. So we'd cleanse and prepare the skin with glyco and fibro, then remove that. Then exfoliation we tend not to do on a rosacea skin. Then we can use our Sensi Boost Ampule and apply about half of the product, then follow with our Vasco, massage with our synchro cream, follow with Cytobi, then you can put some of this cold cream mousse on. The vegetal mask for a sensitive rosacea skin, the vegetal is fantastic. Leave that on for 15 minutes, remove the vegetal mask, and we can use the second half of that Sensi Boost Ampule, cold cream mousse and SPF at the end of the treatment. But that's going to give you a fantastic result on a sensitive skin, prone to rosacea. It's going to put all that nourishment in there and strengthen that skin barrier. So let's look at some of the benefits of the cold cream mousse. The texture, we said the unique texture of this product has a great appeal. It offers that lightweight whipped souffle feel. It leaves a matte finish on the skin, perfect for makeup application. It offers a creamy, nourishing experience. As I said, although it's light, when you apply it, it's creamy. It's going to shield the skin and offers fantastic security from the environment elements by strengthening the skin's barrier. And I've put an image here of this lady with a shield over, and this is going to protect the skin from environmental conditions. It's going to keep that moisture in and strengthen that barrier like a nice shield over the skin. A great product to use daily as an insurance policy to preserve the skin from inflammation and reaction due to stress, medication, and lifestyle challenges. It soothes and prevents inflammation, leaving the skin calm and protected from further irritations. I'm really excited for you to try this. I've been using this every day. My skin is much softer than usual. You can really feel this improvement in the barrier on the skin. You're absolutely going to love this. As usual, Jemima and I are available for any questions. If you have any questions, you can contact us directly. or contact the office as well. Thank you for your time today, and I really hope you love this product as much as I do. Thank you.